Hello, my name is Michael O'Keefe, aka The Movie Wizard. If you enjoy this interview and want to hear more top-notch film industry conversations, please press the thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and hit the bell to stay in the know.
J P Valkeapää. S&M is certainly intense subject matter, but you just went for it with your film Dogs That Wear Pants. What gave you the confidence to just go for it?
Well, it was I had no experience in that field beforehand, only superficial knowledge about it from movies and photographs and literature. But the script is based on a story by another writer, and sort of the central idea of this widower finding this route to his dead wife, or channel to his dead wife through these S&M suffocation sessions was there, and for me the central idea, it just started feeding pictures immediately, and I found it pretty brilliant, this kind of how would you say, this kind of low S&M and with this and this kind of high spiritual side of the story. I thought that they fit beautiful together.
I completely agree. So Kristira Kosonen really owns her character Mona, and I would go so far to say that she's kind of like the only S&M figure in film so far in history that can match her is Doug Bradley as Pinhead. So I was wondering, how did you get her to get so intense for the movie? As a director, how did you gear her up for this performance?
I mean, she's one of the best actors in Finland, so it was more kind of that. I mean, we did the research kind of together with her for the S&M. We went to this professional dominatrix and went to see these S&M sessions, and I think that the kind of I mean, her performance is not based on, she's not trying to mimic, for example, the dominant that we had there, but it's I think we understood the energy of the S&M sessions by seeing them, and I think it comes there. But it's also, I mean, it's a matter, I mean, it's a two-part kind of performance. It's the main actor Pekka Strang and his energy, and Krista's energy there, and how they kind of meet, and it's
yeah, it really works.
Yeah.
So
it's a collaboration in a sense, these session scenes.
Certainly.
Very much of these two actors. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you believe are the socially positive aspects of S&M?
Socially positive aspects. I mean, how do you mean? Could you clarify?
Well, I felt, okay, fair enough. That's kind of like assumption laden. I guess what I mean is, to me, the film is about grief, and it's about you kind of do what you got to do to get over if you're already kind of broken goods. This to me, this was a maybe it doesn't depict it as socially positive, but it's kind of non-judgmental when it comes to the practice.
So, I mean it's I mean, everybody has their own things what they love, and I mean, I have no judgment. I mean, I was shocked when I saw the sessions, but I wasn't kind of yelling that please stop. And it's this is a disgrace to humanity. On the contrary, it's this some of these people that I met there, I mean, they feel pretty, I mean, relaxed outside this kind of role roles of the sessions. I mean, they really seem that they are in connection with their own, id and sexuality. So but it's definitely, I mean, narratively, I found the sadomasochism for this film. I found it a kind of a beautiful tool to work with the themes of, as you said, of grief and loneliness and depression. And there one could see a certain therapeutic element in S&M too, because I mean it's not totally about sexual fantasies. S&M, it can be I wouldn't say deeper, but different kind of psychological needs that are filled also there than just the sexual titillation or satisfaction. Because I mean, it can be that somebody takes an hour there just to be, abused verbally, and and not of the sexual kind verbal abusement, but just somebody saying that you're a bad person.
Okay.
So, but there's so much in the S&M. I don't think this film is, in a way, it's not kind of the whole picture. It's just the part that suited this film and this story.
So, did you do, for your research, did you go to these clubs, like swingers clubs, maybe leather bars or whatever? And if you did, what did you think of these spots?
No, I only went to these S&M dungeons for these private sessions.
Okay.
And yeah, and then I mean, of course, I met these people in the scene. I had one dominatrix who consulted us in Finland, consulted us in, I mean, the whole head of departments in set design and costume and so on. So we'd get the most authentic visual representation of the BDSM scene as possible. And also she consulted this dominatrix consulted me on the script and the actors while preparing. And then when we were shooting, we shot in Latvia, not in Finland. So in Latvia we had the local S&M scene, which was rather small, but still we got a really sort of active response from them, and they participated, for example, in the end scene as extras.
And it's a great scene.
Thanks.
It kind of reminded me of the Al Pacino movie Cruising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of that kind of came to me when I watched it on the monitor. I was watching it at okay, this is Cruising, but then Cruising is a great film, so it's
of course
but it's I mean, you don't have to do a lot to be in the world of Cruising. It's you just put a little bit leather and sweaty skin and neon lights and disco, and that's it.
What I like about the film is it starts off pretty rough, but it kind of gets gradually rougher, and it's this like, wild roller coaster ride, man. By the end, I had to take a nap. I didn't want to talk to anyone for like 2 hours. Are there other films like this being made in Finland, or like what's the film scene like in Finland?
It's I mean, it's small.
Right.
We get there may be 20 films produced per year, but it's I mean, this is an odd one there. So it's basically it's kind of mainstream cinema for national audiences. There are films though in the now and then that come that circulate on the bigger festivals, which are, you know, odd ones also. But it's, I mean, Aki Kaurismäki, and then there was Uncertain Regard winner a couple of years ago by Juho Kuosmanen, and this The Happiest Day in the Life of Olli Mäki. But they still are kind of nice films and humane in this kind of narrowest kind of how do you say description of or the narrowest. Now I lost the word, meaning of the word of human, and but no, this is
it's kind of an anomaly, right?
Different. Yeah, it is.
You don't see movies like this anymore, really. But this movie has sincerity and honesty with the S&M scene. That really actually, like, we're having fun. We're talking about it, but it really kind of like struck me. With the sincerity. And I was wondering, who are directors who inspired you to make work like this? Who have that kind of direct sincerity or genuine authenticity?
Well, I mean. Now, you know, I haven't thought that much, but I mean, odd names come into my mind now when we are picking. Peter Yates, which is he didn't make any SM films, but but still, I mean, his films of the Hot Rock and what was the bicycling film, Breaking Away.
Okay.
Which are kind of, you know, they are kind of sweet films. They are sweet films with a kind of ironic view on humanity, but they still don't feel, they feel real. The world is real. It's filled with disappointments and failure. And there's something that, I mean, Yates is super underappreciated director, and I think when I first see those two films as a teenager, they made a huge impact. And this kind of
okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So do you like Joe Spidel, like the movie Maniac? Or
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. He was whatever. He's this crazy character actor who finally got his own starring movie, and he's like he's playing like a golden age serial killer from the 70s.
I know the film, but I have it on.
You know the poster, I bet.
Yeah.
But anyways, he loved going to strip clubs, and he loved S&M. He would pay to get like choked up, and he thought it was like this kind of like Nirvana almost, because you get kind of like a head rush. Like in a way that, like, you know, people think when they get high, some people think they're getting closer to some sort of deity. They're like detached from reality or whatever in that moment. So do you think there's what do you say to maybe critics who think this is too freaky? Do you ever emphasize like a spiritual element to S&M?
Of course. I think, I mean, it's I think it's the whole. From my own point of view, I see it. This is my thinking.
Yeah.
What it is. I think it's a very sort of primal, primitive needs that are satisfied there or processed there. I think, I mean, from the first moment we are born, it's kind of, we are in this kind of same kind of power positions that are constantly in the S&M. I mean, we are born completely helpless, and somebody is taking care of us. But still, we have this enormous control over the one who is sort of in total control of us as babies to our parents. But it's these are kind of, I mean, these sadistic emotions and masochistic emotions and the kind of shifts of power that happen there. I mean, it's constant in our daily lives, and it's something that we process all the time. And I think that in kind of S&M, it's just clear, it's in control, and it's in a very it's in a relationship that it's based on trust, the whole thing. And I think that's kind of the essence of the thing. Of course, there's the adrenaline rush that you get out of these sessions and acts there. That's evident. But I think there's something sort of really basic core things for human in it. It doesn't show itself alien to me, the whole scene. After all this, I mean, research and what I've done for it. Before that, of course, I had my own prejudices and
right.
Thoughts.
All right. Well, JP, thank you so much for making this incredible film.
You.
It's my favorite movie of the year so far.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Yeah, I watch a lot of movies, and this is my favorite of the year. When I get a visceral response, that's it's tough for me because I'm a jaded movie guy. But before I let you go,
did you see it? When did you see it?
I had a screener.
You had a screener. Okay.
Yeah, they sent me a screener, and it blew my mind. It really it changed my week, certainly my day. But it's my favorite film of the year so far. And thank you so much for making that film. And before I let you go, what did it mean to have this film play at the Cannes Film Festival? And can you tell me some fun stories you had at the festival?
Oh, well, it meant a lot. Of course, it's a great honor to get in the Cannes for, especially, which I think it's the finest of the sections of Cannes for me, from my point of view, and thinking about the directors who have had their films there. So it's kind of it makes me feel very light, and heavy. But it's funny stories. Good God. Well, I think the maybe the funniest story was some Italian viewers on the screening. They left really loudly the auditorium and yelling at that it's a sacrilege, and that felt good. That felt good.
You want me to walk out of this movie, man? If people aren't reacting, something's wrong. Okay.
Thanks so much, Michael.
Yes, thank you.